Hello, it's V-Day 31 and this morning before I went to work I watched Skazier's yesterday's daily vlog, and he's been watching my videos with his wife, and his wife is the same kind of person than my wife. If she spends some time with a person who uses a different kind of accent, that accent starts to stick. So she starts to use the same accent than the person she's talking with. And Skazius and his family are British. So I can only imagine a British person who speaks English with Finnish accent. And actually I'm not using this kind of a pure Finnish accent, because in schools they teach this kind of a English, British English, I think Oxford English it's called. And at the same time people are watching a lot of American TV series and movies. So many younger, well let's say my age, 30 something people often use this kind of a Finnish accent mixed with this kind of a transatlantic accent and with a lot of American influence, because if British person say water, it's much easier somehow for a Finn to use the word water, which is kind of American version. But to me, thinking about a British person who speaks English with Finnish accent, to my ears that combination sounds a bit like someone who's natively from Jamaica starts to speak German. That's the kind of a clang I hear in my head. But anyways guys, it's nice that even there's someone who's watching these, because I'm getting quite a lot of, well some, not quite a lot of, some views, but hardly any comments. And there are few people who are giving me thumbs up and all that kind of stuff, but there are hardly any comments, which I would like to have, because vlogs are communication, and that's kind of a, well, it's a one-way street if no one's commenting. But it's nice to see that people are actually watching these, because when I first started doing this was really just an experiment, because I thought it would be harder to make a video per day, one video every day. But actually this is quite easy to do if you're doing this kind of a walk with the camera film when you want to style. This is quite easy because you can easily make let's say, well, the length isn't the goal here, but it's quite easy to make this kind of a 15-minute video if you film kind of a short bits during the day. I couldn't imagine myself doing this stuff in the way that in the evening, when the day is almost over, I'd sit to a chair and I would talk to a camera about my day. It's much easier to film it as you live it, not giving this kind of a recap what had happened. It's much easier to film when things are happening. And tomorrow, will be V-Day 32, which means that this original experiment will be over. But as I said a few days ago, I'm still going to keep doing this as long as I'm not bored. When I get bored with these, then I'll stop doing dailies. I'll still be vlogging, but I'll stop doing dailies. Because sometimes it's hard to get some sleep if you start editing somewhere about, let's say, 10 p.m. and before it's, you know, edited, rendered and uploaded, it's easily at the AM hours when you can go to bed, and I still have a full-time day job, so those early wake-ups are not vlogger's best friend, or let's say daily vlogger's best friend, if you're doing it the way I'm doing it. But anyways, it's now about 3:30, I think. I'm almost home. Today was quite a peaceful day at work. Very calm, very peaceful day, which is good for a change. And I'm not feeling that angry and frustrated that I've been for the last few weeks, and I don't know why, because there is no particular reason for it. That my fuse is kind of short. That's just the way it is for now. But I'm hoping to get over it as soon as possible, because well, it's not making any good for anyone that there's a person in the family or at work who's always grumpy. It's not good for anyone. So I'm kind of hoping that I'll get over this as soon as possible. But, and also, one other thing, these daily vlogs are kind of hard to make during the week, because if I get off from work, let's say 4 p.m, it gives me this kind of short span of vlogging time, because it's well, it's 4:30 about when I'm home, or 4:20, something like that, and then there's food and all this kind of a, let's say, quick relaxing after work. There's actually that time you have for vlogging after day at work. It's relatively short, and you kind of have to make some kind of a reasonable video in that time. So some of our vlogs in this 30-day experiment, some of those have been kind of messy, just because you have to film something, and I see no reason to make one shot. But I've almost made it. From 25th day to 25th day. That's 32 vlogs. And this is V-Day 31. So I'm almost there.
Miltä se näyttää? Kuvaa ruokaansa.
Food. Girly. Still wanna be zombie. And Terry Pratchett. Mox. Okay. Why am I not surprised?
Tud.
Tud is the original name. There's only one secret in making popcorn: the shake. And of course that you've turned the right one on. And that's not too sure when I'm at the helm. Let the gunfight begin. And we're done. And the power of shaking proved itself once again. From the whole kettle of corn seeds, there were only about 4 that didn't pop. So that's why you shake. Got caught. Someone's tailgating me. So actually I have I have something to show. Hey, hello. Where is it? Here. Another set of work jeans said. Jeans are just not what they used to be. But I think the truth is that these jeans, well, as a matter of fact, most of my clothes are pretty old. So no wonder these things are starting to tear apart. But actually 2 work jeans within what, 3 days? Oh sorry, 4 days. Let's see what says next. And I think it might be my shirt, as you can see. If you can see, will be the next thing that says. Dizzy. Okay. Next thing, shower. Then putting that to bed, if it's possible, and then just being lazy. For some reason, the night has been very quiet. I mean, the whole family liking tranquilizers. Like, well, think about that. What counselor from South Park? Like, okay, that's basically what's been going on here. It's now 9:10 p.m. and I'm hoping that I will be able to get in bed before midnight, because this week the longest night sleep I have had has been about something like 4.5 hours. And now it's Thursday, so I'm a bit, hello. So, until tomorrow. See you.